If someone you know likes tools, and I'm not talking the card making kind, I'm talking the builder or carpentry kind, then you need to see the latest Toolbox Essentials collection from Spellbinders. Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Keppel, and in today's video, I'll be sharing some dies, stamps, and a foil plate from that Toolbox Essentials collection. Once again, with this collection, I'm going to be challenging myself to use absolutely no pink. So of course, women can like tools as much as men, but for this video, I'll be focused on more masculine looking cards. First up, let's take a look at the supplies that I'll be using today. This is a cut above the rest sentiment stamps. There's a bunch of really fun puns and sentiments. This is not a typical like Father's Day set. It's more about the tools, so could be for anybody. This is the Nailed It Glimmer foil plate set. It has a sentiment as well as an image of all those tools that you can glimmer. And this is all the tools dies on the right hand side. Now, I'm going to show how to put all of these together. Right now, these sold out super fast, but there are notification buttons on both places that I listed it at. So on Spellbinders and Simon Says Stamp, you can sign up for notifications when they come back in stock, and they definitely will come back in stock. So I'm just going to show you all the different pieces that come in that die set, and it really is a ton. As you can see, each tool has a layering piece or two or three, but they're very easy to put together. So the pliers, hammer, and screwdriver, it was just the handle that you had to glue on. For the wrench, there's a piece in the center that's kind of a raised part on that handle. So I used a lot of Spellbinders mirror silver cardstock in this set to make that metal look. This is the ruler. It's very ingenious the way they put it together. So there's two pieces, a base piece and a top piece. You can see I cut that top piece out of kind of a creamish colored cardstock, and then I inked it with a little bit of brown distress oxide ink, and then I glue those together. And when you glue them together, the black shows through in the little cut areas to make the lines of the ruler. Just super smart the way that one was thought out as well. So this is a foam paint roller, and it's really got like, you could use it without the foam piece on it. It looks just like that silver piece that the foam roller goes on top of, or there is a foam piece that you could put on. You could also ink it with some ink to make it look like paint. There's a paintbrush with several pieces. You have that silver piece that holds the brushes into the wooden handle. And then on top of the brushes, you can put a splatter of paint. So I cut that out of a light blue cardstock, and you can see how easily these are to put together. Oh, there's also a end to that handle there that I cut out of a red cardstock. Here's the saw. It comes with 3 pieces. 2 pieces are for the handle of the saw, and then the main blade is what I cut in silver mirror cardstock, and another kind of ratchet wrench there. So that comes with a couple of pieces to make it look like it could be adjustable by that little screw in the center. And that was the only piece that I needed to use my embellishment wand to pick up. Everything else was a decent size that was very easy to put together and handle. For the first card, I'll use the Cut Above the Rest sentiment stamps, and I have kind of a craft cardstock here that I've cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to treat that with anti-static powder tool, and then I'm going to ink up my sentiment stamp with embossing ink. And I did stamp it a couple of times to make sure I got all those little letters completely covered with embossing ink. Then just cover that with embossing powder and heat set that until it is all melted, and you can tell that it's melted by how bright it is. Once it is completely cool, not a second before, once it's completely cool, you can wipe away all the extra dust or anti-static powder that still remains. I did cut that down, so it is going on a piece of black cardstock that is A2 size. And then I have 3 tools, and I've decided to purchase these Spellbinders foam squares. I really like them. They come off the backing piece pretty easily, but it's not like they fall off. And the top protective layer comes off really easily, which I like, as I hate picking at those. So that just helped me pop up all of those tools. For this card, I thought that the corrugated 3D embossing folder from Spellbinders was perfect as a background. So I'm using a lighter color of craft. It's cut to about 4 by 5 1/4, and then I'm using the universal plate system from Spellbinders with the adapter plate. So you can see I get that whole plate sandwich to go through the Spellbinders machine very easily, and it completely embosses that embossing folder without a problem. So I really love having that plate system, especially for the Spellbinders 3D embossing folders that come out so nice. I have a sentiment from the same stamp set, and I'm treating a piece of red cardstock that is the same color that I cut the handles from so that everything will really coordinate nicely. The blue in the background is the same blue that I cut the little paintbrush paint splatter from, and I'm using silver embossing powder for the sentiment. So we have the silver, the red, the light blue, and then the craft kind of calls out the wood handles. Everything really coordinates well, and I'm cutting the sentiment down to a strip. Now it is a little script, so I'm just leaving a little bit at the top and the bottom so that you can really read that sentiment still. It says, "Thanks for building me up." And again, I love these foam squares from Spellbinders. I will be getting more of them, and I may even try the tape runner. We'll see, and I'll let you know if I do, of course. So I like this popped up on top of that 3D embossing folder. I'm going to cut one of those foam squares in half because the pliers didn't have a really big space to put any of the foam squares at the top of those, at the handles, but I wanted at least something to pop those up so that they didn't get really smushed and flat while the bottom was popped up. Now I'm going to move to the left-hand side. I feel like when you have several things that you're trying to do in a line, it's easier to go from one side and then do the other side and then do the middle pieces. And it's a lot easier to eyeball and center that when you do it that way. For the Glimmer foil plate, I have a piece of silver foil taped down to a piece of cosmic blue cardstock. It's one of my favorite colors of cardstock. Once the timer light goes off, I pull out the platform and lay that little sandwich of foil and paper down with the foil side facing my foil plate, and then my plate's on top, and then run it through the die cut machine. And when you peel it off, check it out. I was so happy with this image. I thought it foiled really beautifully, and it just looks very cool, I thought. So it also comes with a sentiment. It says, "Nailed it." So I'm going to use that red cardstock that we've used before, and again, some silver foil to foil that. And I have that little bit of silver foil taped down to the red cardstock. That helps it not shift so much inside the plate sandwich as it goes through the die cut machine. And you can see when I peeled it off, it is pretty much perfect. There may be like a little spot of overfoiling, but that's not a big deal. You can get that off with a little bit of a sand eraser. So just scrub on that extra foil and then brush away the little excess bits there, and you'll have a nice clean image that really stands out on those dark colored cardstocks. I'm going to trim down the Nailed It to a sentiment strip, and I have the This Plus That embossing folder from Spellbinders. This is not a 3D embossing folder, it's just a regular embossing folder, so you don't have to use the adapter plate for that one. And I have some ink that sort of matches that cosmic blue. It's a Distress Oxide ink called Blueprint Sketch, and a Spellbinders blending brush. This just helps those little plus signs stand out a little bit more. I felt like they were getting lost, and there's such a bold image with the foil that I felt like you needed to see them just a touch more. So I have 3 pieces of foam tape, and those pop up that image, and then I have 1 little strip of foam tape to pop up the sentiment. So lots of dimension here between the embossing and the foam tape. Love all the foiling. This is a really fun collection, and I could see using it for a lot of different cards. I don't know about you, but I love dies that make realistic looking everyday objects like the tools in this collection. But I'd love to hear what you think. Let me know if anything from this collection is on your wish list now. Let me know in the comments below. As always, I want to thank you so much for stopping by and spending time with me today. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. Oh. Okay, you can say it without pausing on every single word. You can. I'd love to hear what you... Okay, one more time. One more time. Okay.